Hi, I'm Sabrina, and for this quick set, I'll be speaking about some key points to consider when finding out you are pregnant. There are many options for you, but first things first, you are not alone. There are doctors, medical professionals, and support groups who have your back. Also, consider speaking to someone you trust, either a friend or a family member. Remember that the NHS 111 line are available 24 hours a day, 365 days a year for confidential advice. Now, I'm going to assume a few things before we go on to speak about job hunting, and that's 1, you have taken a pregnancy test and you are 100% pregnant. 2, you have decided to continue with the pregnancy and keep the baby. And 3, you have registered with a local GP surgery. Great, now that we've clarified that, let's get into it. It is understandable that you may have mixed emotions about job hunting whilst expecting, but the mere fact that you're considering it means that you are focused and determined. Looking for a job takes time, and when you're pregnant, it may be more difficult, but I'm here to reassure you that it is possible, and there are many success stories of women who have found work whilst pregnant and now have a fulfilling career. Here is a great example of someone who overcame adversity and challenges. In the next clip, I interviewed Chloe, who was 14 years old when she found out she was pregnant with twin boys.
When I was younger, about 14, I was quite a rebellious teenager, quite a young rebellious teenager at that. I fell pregnant with twin boys. Throughout my pregnancy, I got a lot of support from my friends and my family, but school weren't as supportive at the time. And then obviously I had the boys, continued going to school throughout, and then went to college and then uni.
When you first found out you're pregnant with twins at 14, what kind of emotions were you feeling?
Okay, so I was very worried about what people were going to think, how I was going to do anything with my life. I was worried that I was going to have nowhere to live, because obviously at the time I was living with my mum and dad. I wasn't very sure how they were going to accept it, whether I was going to continue on at school. So there was a lot of worry and sort of uncertainty at the time.
So what advice would you give like pregnant women who are looking for work and kind of struggling to get to like where you're at and kind of think, oh my God, there's just no hope?
You need to set a goal. Goals are really important. Even if that goal doesn't seem achievable at the time, set the goal and be determined to be able to reach that goal. It doesn't matter if they say that, you're not going to achieve it. As long as you've got the determination to be able to do that, then you're going to reach that goal, and you'll probably go further than that. So determination works with the goals for definite. So when the school said, you're not going to do anything, that gave me the determination to be able to push through and be where I am today.
So what would you say to someone, a young person right now that's going through a similar situation that you were in at the moment? What would you say to them?
Okay, so the first thing I would say is don't be scared. I know it's a very scary thing. You make up your own fears in your own head. So if you don't make those fears up, there's no fears there. When it comes to what, moving forward with your life, wanting a career or something like that, you can do anything that you want to do. You've just got to put your mind to it. At that time in your life, when you find out you're pregnant, it is very scary, but it's not going to be like that forever. And you've got to keep remembering that.
You will have to make changes and be prepared for certain sacrifices, but of course it will be worth it. Now that you've heard Chloe's story, I'm going to share some tips about finding work and some support groups and social media pages that can help you. The first thing you should think about before looking for jobs is yourself. Always put yourself first and ask yourself, What type of job am I looking for? Structured or flexible? How far am I willing to commute? And is this a job I would like to return to after having the baby? Once you've narrowed down your search, it's important to remember your amazing qualities that make you perfect for the role. It's even better if you're able to get a reference from previous employers, especially expressing your positive attributes such as how reliable you are. When it comes down to a job interview, it's not legally required for you to tell your future employer that you're pregnant. However, if you are in the later stages of your pregnancy, it may be something you want to address. I want to highlight that it is illegal for a future employer to deny you of a job role because you are pregnant. It is a form of discrimination and you can file a legal complaint. If you do choose to tell your employer, it is best to have an action plan, and if you're comfortable to, discuss going back to work after maternity leave and how you'll keep in touch. To help you find work, you can visit workingmoms.co.uk, and the best support group pages are Family Lives, Maternity Mates, NCT, and many more. I'm going to leave you with a few positive affirmations to empower you to have a healthy and happy pregnancy. 1. Kick bad habits. 2. Create a good support group. 3. Prepare for parenting. 4. Make a budget. 5. Manage your health. 6. Try not to worry too much. And 7. Try to enjoy your pregnancy.